What up, guys? Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And we got two daddies and a baby today.
Two daddies and a baby.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below if you like this whole series. Maybe we'll bring it back again. Don't forget to hit thumbs up and share with all your friends and turn on all the notifications. And finally, we're being good YouTubers. I feel like
15 years later.
Yeah, I feel like all the good ones, they know how to ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
But we never do that.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah, if you share it only if you like it. Who cares about, you know, if their channel grows or anything?
I want to get like a space, like let's say a shed or a warehouse, where we can pitch in and just like get a ton of cars.
That's what I'm thinking about.
A ton of cars?
Yeah, like different. After buying my car, I'm just going down the rabbit hole now of like.
Wait, what car did you get?
The Land Cruiser, the 1988. Yeah, and then I want more bikes and cars.
More toys and shit.
Way more, man. I want more.
Like some people I follow, like, you know, when they have like so many cars that they like, it doesn't have to be necessarily expensive, but they just have like a lot of cars that they like, they'll end up getting like a garage like somewhere else, like some big ass warehouse, and they could just park it in there. That'd be tight. Where would it be though? Would it be in Vegas?
I mean, it depends on where I'm at, I guess. Cause it's expensive here.
Trying to get everyone to move to Vegas?
No, because if it's Vegas, we can get in together, you know?
And it'll be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
I got a buddy who owns a motorcycle shop, and he does scramblers, and he wants to build like the JK crew a bunch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so then we all go out and like ride them, and then like, you know, he's not gonna give it to us, but we can go out. And the cool thing with them is like it's off-road capable, so we can go into the forest with it. That's and then like just park it wherever and then do camping and whatever. So I get to kind of have or use one without owning it. I kind of like it, you know? You know, there's like all these like different apps now where you can just rent. It's like Turo, right? Yeah. So you can like rent different motorcycles or RVs or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like you could rent anything. You could probably like rent a boat. You could probably rent all kinds of shit now.
Oh yeah.
You could rent like a van life, like they deck out the van for like van life living.
You could rent mourners for your funeral.
What?
There's a fear of dying alone.
Yeah.
So people that don't want to like have anyone, like no one show up to their funeral, you can rent people to show up and like actually mourn.
Crybabies.com?
Yeah, I don't know what the actual is like.
I don't want a funeral.
No?
I don't want people to even recognize that I'm dead.
You want people to just think you're alive?
If I'm dead, you guys are not allowed to recognize that.
You should.
I'm on vacation. Oh, where's Joe at? He's on vacation.
Like 10 years of backlogged YouTube videos scheduled for when after you die.
Yeah.
So you act
Interstellar shit.
Just act like you're traveling, and then that you're like, just kidding, guys. I've been dead for 10 years.
Oh, so it's like a what do you call those things when like it's like when you die, it goes on and it happens?
Yeah, like those automatic, like, not a kill switch, it's like the opposite of one, but like when people are like, if you watch this video, that means the CIA got a hold of me.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of those, right? So like as soon as I go, then it starts the videos, it starts to go off.
You should fuck with people and be like say like they have a funeral for you, but then you post a video that's scheduled like a week after your death. Just be like, it's like it's hella dark, you have like a match and it looks like you're in a coffin. You'd be like, I don't know how I got signal, but I'm posting this video. Oh, shit. Come get me.
Open it! Guys, open it!
That would be crazy.
Yeah, but what if I recorded that video and then like by the time I'm 70, I finally die? Then it's like my 30 ass.
Yeah, you recorded.
It's like, come on, what the fuck, dude? You gotta
stockpile
record.
too early.
I know. You gotta record it like every year.
Yeah, or then just release them.
That's true.
So you can just act like the regular vlogs, right? So you're always like 30 or like
30 videos ahead.
30 videos ahead.
30 years ahead.
There goes Joe again. I don't know, man. I do like cars, but before I never really got into like the engine and the fixing and the parts, and I just liked appreciating it and driving it and watching it.
You like depreciating it?
No, like appreciating like
the aesthetics of it.
Yeah, how it looks, and then like you can modify it or whatever, but then it never interested me to personally get hands-on and fix things.
Does it now, or you just still don't?
Now I do.
Now you do.
I don't know what changed. It just makes me want to fix stuff.
Yeah, once you have something that's like you have to take care of, it teaches you to, because you've had nice cars, but you kept it to the experts, and it wasn't like also you owned them in a sense.
I've always had project cars though. Like I had a drift car. I had a 200 SX, and I was pretty rough with it, and the engine blew. And then I had a Supra, and then that burned to the ground. And I was doing small adjustments on it, but it was always like one of those things where I felt irresponsible blowing money on it. So I always owned cars where I'm like, oh yeah, I can play with this stock. Like it's a rear wheel drive, so I could drift with it, right? But then I never spent that extra to get wheels, to like, you know, get a spoiler or do the things that like most teens do.
Yeah.
Maybe you always viewed it as like a transportation vehicle. So like as that, I think we're all programmed to think that cars are like a depreciating like asset. But I think people that just love cars, they just see it as like a giant like model airplane.
Yeah.
And maybe you're starting to see it like that now.
I think so, because then I didn't have that much money back then. So even though I had these like cool little cars, I never fixed it up. So it's like I had just enough to buy the car.
Yeah.
And then I didn't add more to fix the car. Yeah. But now I can. So like now I'm like, oh, this lock's broken. I'm gonna buy a freaking new lock and then fix it or whatever. And
It also feels like you're connected more with it. Like you, like almost like in a sense, you always appreciated it, but like once you actually put the time and effort into it, it becomes that much more like yours and unique to you.
yeah, but now that I have this and it was meant for overlanding, now I want another one that I can beat up. I don't want to take this one anymore.
I know. It's like the Asian concept of saran wrapping the remotes.
Yeah.
It's like, I want this to look perfect all the time. That's what I ended up having, like, in my safe, my gun safe, the guns that I really liked, I ended up buying 2 of them. Like I have like,
I did that too, man.
I'm like, this one is the one that's the safe queen. This is the one that I'm actually gonna use.
So like one is like for display, but it's always in the safe. You're not even looking at it.
I know, I'm not. That's true. It's kind of dumb if you think about it.
Yeah, I got 2 Glocks, cause you can buy a Glock anywhere, right? But I'm like, if this one gets lost, this is my backup.
And there's also 100 other them in the store.
I know.
Yeah, I don't get that. Because for me, it's like, I feel like it's just going to waste. But also, I don't got money like y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's like viewing it like, you know how like some people are really like one pair of shoes, so they buy 2 of them. This one I'll wear every day, beat it up, and this one. But then with the stuff that you're supposed to use, like guns, it is kind of dumb.
Because for me, it's like if I had 1 Glock and I was like, let me buy another one. Now I'm like, oh, 2 guns.
Glocks, yeah.
I'm shooting 2 guns at the same time.
Oh, you know why for me specifically was the stippling, like the stippling work. I wanted this dude. He was really good. I wanted him to do 2. So then it made it unique, where it's like this, and then I don't even have a contact to this guy no more. So it was like a friend of a friend who did it.
Yeah, I did like my own stippling, and that gun became like that much more like unique to me, and like I knew like every time I shoot it or like hold it, it's like I did this compared to like someone else doing it.
That's true.
I had the opposite. So I used to work on car audios a lot, and when I had my first Tacoma, I didn't do it right. So there's.
You mean you did the wiring?
Yeah, the wiring, and like I used to work on my car, Mike's car, Chris's car, Richard's car. Like we used to do car audios all the time. And then like once I got the Tacoma, I got out of like the military, I had more money. So like people that are into car audio, from high school to getting a little bit more money, like the goal is this thing called component systems, where it's not just plug and play anymore. Like every speaker needs an amp. And I'm like, fuck, that's what I'm finally gonna do. But then the speaker is like that much thicker. And so if you don't do it right, when the window comes down, it'll stop. So my passenger side window, it never went down. So every time that I was like driving, I'm like, fuck, I knew I should have paid a professional.
But isn't everyone's goal to get that JL audio bass though?
Yeah.
Dang, I had that in the trunk. It was rattling my fucking license plate.
No, so I was like, I think from that, it made me go, when I have money, I'm gonna pay professionals to do it. But I also get, when you are your own craftsman, like you feel that much more connected to it too.
It's crazy though, like once I actually got a car, I actually like, and it started making a little more money, putting money in the right places and not spending it stupidly, like proper insurance instead of spending a lot of money on insurance.
True that. Thank goodness this episode is brought to you by Gabby Insurance.
Yeah, it is, because a lot of people are out there are overpaying for car insurance and home insurance, and they don't even know. And so just with going online, you can save yourself a lot of money. You don't have to spend all kinds of hours doing your research with Gabby. Did you know that the Gabby customers save $961 per year on average? That's almost $1,000 extra dollars in your pocket. And Gabby takes the pain out of shopping for insurance by giving you an apples to apples comparison of your current coverage. So they're taking the same things, the deductible, what it covers, and they're making sure it's exactly the same, and then they're comparing the top 40 insurance providers like Progressive, Nationwide, and Travelers. All you have to do is link your current insurance account. In just minutes, you'll be able to see quotes for the exact same coverage you currently have.
Yup, so check this out. You guys know that I got a new ride that I'm super happy with. It is the 1988 Land Cruiser by Toyota. And I had to ask Gabby, yo, what kind of quotes can you get? And they got me a few here that I'm gonna list off. Safeco was $89 a month. Progressive was $93. Allstate was $94. Travelers was $97. So roughly, compared to my current provider, I did a little calculation, and they would save me about $35 a month if I go through them. But if you add it up annually, like that's over $400. So that's a lot of money to save.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, they're gonna be covering pretty much the same kind of like stuff on the premium. So I thought that was pretty fair and awesome, and it's dope that there's something like this out there, and now you can just type it in your information and it's really quick and easy and simple. I did it myself. I did it like in less than 5 minutes, and I was able to get all those quotes.
So if you're interested in saving on car or home insurance, see how much Gabby can save you. It's totally free to check, and there's no obligation. Just go to gabby.com/off-the-record. That's GABI.com/off-the-record. Gabby.com/off-the-record, and see how much Gabby can save you. Yeah, I want a lot of cars too. Like recently I showed you the car that I grew up in. So growing up, my mom had a 1984 Pontiac Monte Carlo, which is funny because at that time it was just like a American sedan, but now it's like one of the go-to like lowriders that people like. So it's so I think to me it holds a special place in my heart because like it's the car that I grew up going to preschool in, and I see it as my mom's car, but on the flip side it could be gangster as fuck. So like that's one of the cars I want. My all-time favorite is 67 Chevelle. I also like old school Toyotas. Like there's just so many cars, and like it would be tight if I'm able to get like a warehouse.
Yeah, Jay Leno's warehouse.
Yeah. And like park it all in there. That'd be so fucking cool.
I really want I would want 3 cars. I feel like having too many, then I don't get to play with them all and like do a lot of stuff, and it goes to waste.
What are your 3 cars?
I would want like a big truck, right? Like a really nice truck.
Like an off-road style?
Off-road, yeah, where I can still drive, you know? Kind of like a good like in between.
Yeah.
Then I'd want like a nice sports car, like a Porsche.
Oh yeah.
Something that's kind of classy, and then like a old either like one of those like old convertible Astons or like Mercedes.
Like a classy car?
Like a classy car.
Yeah.
But like the old ones. But like it's like a cruise one too, where it's like you're not driving fast, windows down, tops down, just blasting music.
Like you know the car in Hangover? The one they borrowed their dad's silver Mercedes?
Yeah, something like that.
That's fucking clean.
Or like an old like James Bond Aston.
That one's cool too.
Yeah.
I want an ice cream truck.
Like Borat.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
And then like have candy cannons where you just go up to neighborhoods and fucking blast kids with it. Like boom, 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 boom. And then it just fucking flies in the air like confetti. And then it's like free candy, ice cream. You just go up, and then like our music will be like every day go to school, right? And then you just hook them up with like sundaes, popsicles, whatever. Oh man, that would suck because all the other ice cream trucks would hate me, dude. They're like, what the fuck? Why are you giving out free inventory like that, you asshole?
I like the Dumb and Dumber car too.
The dog?
Yeah.
Dude, I would get ridiculous shit like that all day.
How do you wash that shit?
You gotta vacuum it and shampoo it.
Should get so dirty.
Yeah, I watched this one car YouTuber that I found, like, I don't know why it took me so long to find this dude, but his name is like Chris Fix, right? And he just basically teaches you how to fix your car with simple household tools, and he does some dope projects, man. He's like, yeah, he found his car for like $500, and then he pretty much got it running again and all this stuff, and he just knows a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you have to know a lot about it to be able to fix it with like the bare minimum.
Yeah. If I were to make a dog car, I think I would have to, first of all, start with a Toyota, because I know it'll last forever. And then get one that's like, you know, the Toyotas, like before they enter into the classic price range where it starts going back up.
Yeah.
So I gotta find something probably like mid 90s or something.
Yeah.
So something that's right there where it's at rock bottom price, but I know it'll still last a good easy 100,000. And then I gotta take it to like a car shop and kind of convince them to make it, because they probably got like the sickest wraps and the sickest wheels. But I'm like, hey, do you guys have fur? And I need ears and shit.
Shag. My dad always wanted me to get like a really beat up, like he wanted with like a house too, like an old house, and like it looks bad on the outside, or like a bad car just beat up and stuff, but the inside is like perfect engine, the seats are the perfect, everything about the car is amazing, just the outside looks horrible.
Why does he want to look horrible?
I don't know, my dad's weird.
For fun?
I don't know. He's like, so people like, they don't look at it and then they think it's unassuming, but then you beat them all the time in like races or whatever.
He wants to be a sleeper.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine getting like a Lamborghini, but then you put like a giraffe costume on it.
That's great.
No one knows. Yeah. You know, no one knows it's a sports car or whatever. You just roll up. Dude, that'll be the best, man. Like, you turn it into a fucking float.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you had stupid money, that'd be fun.
I feel like we could do that right now and we don't even got that much. Like, if we got, like, let's say...
You could get a Lambo for like 100K.
No, like, I'm talking about like a fast car that's cheap, right?
I was thinking about the dog car. I think I could do one for 10 grand.
You could probably, yeah. No, I think you could do it for less than 10. Yeah, I feel like you could do it for, you could get a decent car for like 2 to 3 grand, like a big SUV or like a van, right? And then you just gotta find the fabric for the dog. Yeah. And then you cutting in.
That should be pretty easy.
That's true.
Yeah, you could do it for less than 5 grand, dude. Maybe for like 3.
Maybe when I move next year.
Dude, that's gonna be our biggest project, the dog car.
Yeah. That'd be tight.
And then we build a dog car, we gotta try to sell it.
Oh, that'd be tight.
The goal is to make money off of it.
Yeah, who's gonna buy it?
Someone will.
Dude, let's do it.
I don't know anyone that's gonna be dumb enough to buy this shit.
There's dumb people on.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna make money doing it.
Guys that fuck cars.
That's true.
So
someone's gonna walk the car?
you gotta find someone that is into fucking cars and bestiality. That's like their dream car.
What? Why can't it just be a goofy person that wants to buy? Because if you saw that shit, if you were browsing around like Auto Trader, right, and you saw a dog car, you would buy it in a heartbeat if it was 4Gs.
And if it was a Toyota.
Right?
Because I know.
Like, I don't know if we can find a Toyota. I don't know.
Because I also want it to work. Like, I think my dream dog car would probably be like a 90s 4Runner with pretty dope, like, shocks. So if we go shoot too, I could go off-roading and you see a dog going through the desert. Oh, we should get some drone shots of this dog. That'd be tight.
And then his ears flap and the tail flaps. So when you see the car bounce.
Tight.
You gotta like.
He's all dusty later.
Was it in Dumb and Dumber where like you have to have like a leg that you lift to put in the gas? So it looks like it's pissing?
That'd be tight.
Dude, that would be the best. Oh, we gotta build this, dude. This has to be a project car. We gotta do it, man.
Or another one would be funny if we did a prank show where we have a stretch limousine, but it's slammed. So every driveway we go in, it's like,
and we get stuck on a fucking bump.
Yeah, it'd be funny just to record everyone's reactions. It's like, They're like, who's dumb enough to fucking slam a limousine?
That's tight. You should get a lifted one.
Dude.
Take it off-roading.
Oh my god, we gotta do it.
Fuck, off-road limousine. It's like,
Where can we even find a limo these days?
Everywhere.
everywhere.
In my
I haven't
area,
seen a limo in ages.
Only in Vegas.
I saw a G-Wagon limo.
G-Wagon?
I saw a Range, Rolls Royce, limo, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Do Rolls Royce make that, or does some other company
I
take?
think somebody might, make it.
Yeah, or do they like? How do they make them? Do they,
They buy two of them and then they put it together.
Because this is like 5 of them long,
No, I think they cut it in the middle and then they stretch it out.
but it looks like it's the same parts. It looks seamless too.
Really?
Yeah, and then the inside, it's always like some U-shaped couch too. That shit's crazy.
I hate limos.
You don't like limos?
Now, whenever we get them for Vegas to like travel, I'm just like, this is because you can't drink in them. Like you can, I guess, but it's not as fun as like just let me get to the party.
But sometimes it's because they're cheap.
They're cheap.
Yeah, because
taxis are
sometimes
fucking
I'm sitting
expensive.
there for a taxi and the limo guy will just come up to me like, dude, give me $20, I'll take you anywhere. I'm like, what? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Isn't it funny because limo's supposed to be luxurious?
Yeah, but everyone's just trying to hustle and make money, so they're like,
Because nobody wants to buy it.
yeah, they're just sitting there.